It's all their fault. Have you ever been in a situation that you reacted and then regretted it? Like you felt very strong about acting in a way because your partner said something, or some politician in the news just made a statement that was totally ridiculous, or maybe someone posted on the social media a ridiculous post that it just needs to be commented. So you did all of that, and then few days later, you realize I made a mistake. Or I just behaved in a ridiculous way, and now it's really hard to look in the mirror. If you did that, you're not alone. Everyone is getting there once in a while. And why is that? Because we don't know why we react. We don't give ourselves the time to decide from the moment we want to react, we feel like reacting and reacting. It just happens right in 1 second, sometimes in a split second. So I would like to give you 3 steps in which you can prevent that to happen in the future. So the first one is when you are in the moment, like feeling to react, step back. So you step back, you are talking to someone and you feel like, oh, I'm raging now. I feel like hitting you seriously. And say, give me a minute. Or you are in a Zoom meeting, whatever meeting online, just hit the pause and say, I'll come back to you in a second. Or you are in a feed on social media, and then you just go for a cup of coffee or chamomile tea. And so that's the first step. Step back. Step back, meaning try to recognize what is happening to you. What type of emotion is trying to get your attention? Because in that moment, the hardest thing is to know what's happening to you. That's why it takes over and acts on your behalf, and you have nothing to say. So first thing, step back. Second, try to name this emotion. What is it actually that is going through my body, going through my mind, and is not getting me free to choose what I actually want to do? So it is naming emotions. Is it anger? Is it something that I feel so angry about that this person done or said? Or is it some kind of need of proving something? I know it requires quite a bit of self-awareness and honesty, but I'm talking to people like that, right? So recognizing what type of emotion is that? Is it anger? Is it jealousy? It is some kind of way of proving myself. That's step 2. Step 3, it is giving yourself a time. And honestly, it doesn't take so much time. Sometimes all it takes is few breaths that you are giving yourself a time to decide what next. Because if you don't take step 1, if you don't take step 2, you're immediately going from action to reaction. And in here, going through the step 1, stepping back, then naming emotions, then third, giving yourself a time, you actually can have a proper time to decide what you want to do. And you, in that way, you make sure that you won't regret it. So, have you ever tried that? Because I can tell you that, according to psychology, people that do that, they are characterizing with higher emotional intelligence. So, are you an emotionally intelligent person? Give me a shout. Bye. It's all their fault.
Oh, it's yours.
It's all his fault. Always.